Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. What's up, guys? Long time no hear from me. But, as you can see, or maybe you can see, or I guess you can't, I'm sitting in my Schneider truck, man. I'm still doing the Schneider thing. Still doing the Lowe's account, dedicated, route. That's probably why I haven't been doing videos. Just same old poop going on. Same old poop. I don't know, what you want to talk about? You tell me. You know what I mean? You tell me what you want to talk about. I guess we can go over some Schneider stuff, unless you want to know my personal crap. Personal crap is, you know, same stuff. Me and the wife are getting along pretty good, so that's good. My two little puppies are freaking phenomenal. Love them. They're a handful, though. So, yeah. Same old stuff. My what's been going on with me is some of you guys have seen. I haven't been scoping out a new job as of late. I guess, you know what, I'll give you an update. The last thing I did was I went for a yard. I did go for a yard job. The hours were 2 to 10, Monday through Friday. So that sounded good. But of course, when I got there, and we'll kind of make this video about that. When I got there, the guy, you know, sat down and he's like, yeah, the hours are 2 to 10, Monday through Friday. But then he started saying, you know, well, you're going to work every weekend. And I'm like, well, you just said, he's like, yeah. And what they do is they have like 4 or 5 guys on a shift. And basically there's like almost mandatory overtime every day. And your name goes on the top of the shift. Then if nobody wants it, you have to take it. And then your name goes to the bottom. So, and that was close to home, man. It was like 15 minutes away. So I was thinking decent money, not great. It was 18 bucks an hour. But it was time and a half after 40 hours, which Schneider don't do that. Most trucking companies don't do time and a half. So 18 bucks an hour where I live is pretty good. Plus the time and a half, so you're probably going to work 50 to 60 hours a week. Probably more like 60. And so I started thinking about, we're coming into winter here. A lot of you guys might know, in April, I plan on quitting anyway. I'm going to do my food truck. From April probably till about November, and then do the trucking thing again. That's the whole reason I did this, was to get my CDL to have something in the winter. But this past summer, I put my business on the back burner to get a year of experience. So I was dabbling with the idea of going to doing that yard job because the hours were good and it was 15 minutes from my house. Then I started thinking, do I really want to do that in the winter? You know, do I really want to be driving around a yard, freezing my ass off, working? Those guys work, man. The yard jockeys, they work their asses off. Every place I go, the yard jockeys are running around, man. So, and they're all bundled up now because they're out there freaking freezing. I'm sitting in this truck, doing what I do, you know, doing videos, watching The Sopranos. I'm doing the Sopranos series again just because, I don't know, I've already seen, I don't want to be watching something I haven't seen because I watch it on my phone. And anyway, so that's what I do, you know. They're unloading me, I take a nap, you know. It's pretty easy, you know. I got, when I did that yard jockey interview, like, they took me out for a road test. Like, their trucks are pieces of shit. I'm like in here in a nice truck, automatic. Schneider's equipment's good. You know, there's just some of those things I don't like about Schneider. I mean, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad. You know, the zip code, I don't like that. Some of the other things, you just don't get, you don't get you don't get paid for it. You know, they're into that when the wheels are turning, that's when you get paid. You know, like most companies. And, you know, I will say since my last update, I've been pretty, they're pretty big into safety. Like, I just got a message saying that the wind's going to be real bad. And if, not me, but it went out to everybody, the wind's going to be real bad. And if you feel uncomfortable, please pull to the side and park your truck. And another thing is they did piss me off last month. I didn't do a thing about it. I had asked them a question. This is what's been going on too at the dedicated route. Let me go over this. At the dedicated route, right, we usually get there around 4 in the morning because our loads have to be there at where we're going at 7. So it's usually like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. But we were getting there and our loads weren't ready. So we would have to wait like an hour, 2 hours before our loads were there. So I'm there at 4 o'clock. Then our load would be late, but it's not our fault. They didn't really yell at us for that. But our load would be late, or I would get there at 4 in the morning, and they're like, yeah, your load's not ready. Now, it's saying on my Colcom the load's going to be ready, everything. And I wasn't getting paid. We don't get paid for it. So I get there at 4 in the morning. My load's not ready till 6. I woke up at my house. I would drive in there. I would get there, and it'd be like, oh, your load's not ready. It'll be like 2 hours, and you don't get paid for it. Just another one of those. That's when I went and looked for the yard job. Because they're like, nah, sorry, you don't get detention pay for that. And, you know, a lot of trucking companies do that. Schneider's not the only one. A lot of companies don't, but a lot of them do. And if you're new, you're going to have to, you know, bite the bullet and go with one of these companies. And I was not happy about that. I just, that stuff pisses me off, man. You know, I get there, I do my job, and I get there. And, you know, some of you old guys might be looking at this and go, well, that's trucking. Well, trucking's going to have to change. Trucking is going to change because they will lose a decent driver. I think I'm a pretty good driver. I'm still a rookie, but they're going to lose a good driver. And, you know, a couple guys that have been here for a while, even though they don't have the balls to leave, they said they care more about the new people than they do about people that have been here. I had 2 guys tell me that. I don't know why. Maybe because the payouts us where I'm like, hey, we can pay these guys less and they'll take more shit. Yeah, they might get in accidents and there's going to be a learning curve, but I'm sure they ran the numbers and they're like, hey, it's okay. So that stuff, like, frustrating. Now, my loads have been on time. There's an adjustment period going on at the distribution I am, but I shouldn't have to pay for that adjustment period, okay? Schneider's take on it is, well, we can't help the distribution. That's not our fault that they don't have you loaded. That's out of our hands. I understand that. But you own the trucking company. I'm your employee. My time is super fucking valuable to me. All right? That's 2 hours. I could have woke up. I could have walked my dogs. I could have hang out with my dogs. I could have went for a run if I wanted to wake up at 4. I could have slept in. And instead of getting 6 hours sleep, I could have got 7, 8 hours sleep. So that attitude that their time and money is more important than mine. See, I'm getting worked up. Is more important than mine. It freaking pisses me off. It bothers me. So, you know, I think that's why I went for the yard job, and that's why I had been looking for jobs. I got 4 months left, and in August or in April, I'm done. I'm going to do my food truck and really go hard at it. So I'm like, you know what? Just sit in the truck. Just take it as it comes. It's 4 months from now. You know, if they don't want to pay, you know, for detention, everybody's bitching, but they're not going to do anything about it. That's their policy, just like that zip code to zip code or that shit. And you might say, they might be like, hey, a lot of trucking companies do that. Trucking companies are going to have to change. Otherwise, they're not going to get people out here and they're not going to get people to stay. That is like, I still can't wrap my head around that concept. That you only get paid when the wheels are... My buddy, he's on hourly. He gets $21 an hour. So when he's sitting at a place like this and they're unloading, he's getting paid. I like the hourly jobs, you know, and a lot of guys, they don't like add it up. Like I heard one guy, I think it was like chasing, he used to have a YouTube channel, a black kid, chasing Andrews or something. He was saying chasing money. And he was saying, he's like, he had to go across country, and he's like, he did the time